Welcome, Leo, to your January 2023 reading and forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel Saint James, clairvoyant. And if you, like so many other Leos, would like to have a one-on-one clairvoyant experience with me, just check out the information that's in the description below, even if you're curious. Now, what the subscribers know is that there is no video advertisement going to show its head in this reading today, so you get to enjoy the experience uninterrupted. And by the way, if you haven't yet seen your annual forecast, just have a look at the playlist on my channel, and it's easily and sensibly set out. You can't miss it. So let's see what there is in store for you now, shall we? And see, here there is the Four of Coins. And here is the Five of Blades. This is the Six of Gourds. Yeah, really quite stark imagery on this. I think you're going to find it quite beguiling, I think. Let's have a look to see what there is here finally, shall we? There is Two of Coins, beautiful figure, and here there is what? In conclusion, Mama Gourd. Well, as is our practice, why don't you come sit down here next to me? We'll have a good close look at the imagery on these cards together while I do the reading for you. Now, I'm drawn first to this Two of Coins. It is a Two of Coins, isn't it? Yeah. And here we see a woman balancing and holding two coins. It looks as if something is going to change. In fact, there is change coming here, and it is harmonious change. Now, the astrology of this card is Jupiter, the great benefic of the zodiac, ruling the first decan of Capricorn. Now, although that might seem potentially a problem, because Jupiter, you might recall, is all about expansion, delight, and philosophy, whereas Capricorn is about conservatism and practicality. Because this two is actually just behind, in its suit, the ace, I don't think that there's going to be a problem here from the astrology point of view. But what I do see here is movement for you at this time. Flux, having a few ups and downs, growth through knowledge. I think you'll be doing a number of things at the same time and probably have something of a heavy workload, but you will be enjoying your work, which is a nice change, isn't it? And there is a welcome change coming along, which is moving you into a better phase of your life. Jupiter, the planet symbolizing luck and expansion, indicates that the change will bring you luck and enrich life. The new will bring more stability and security. That's the Capricorn aspect of it. Now, when the Two of Pentacles turns up for you in this position with the Four of Coins or Pentacles or Discs, whatever you want to call it, but with the Four of the same suit above it, then it is time to be open and flexible. Change is coming, so don't fight it. Make it fun and creative. Now, this card symbolizes the creative problem solver. That's what you will be. Change helps you grow and expand, and new ideas or an enterprise want to be birthed into form. Now, this energy brings a desire for you to be in control of your life and activities. It brings to you the gift of balancing and handling many situations at the one time, which is what I say. There's multitasking around you. Now, this too asks you, who and what do you align with, and what needs to be let go? This is the time of year to do that. It indicates turn of events, transition, and the potential in your life. It brings vitality to your body, shifting health issues to the positive. Now, if you are making or having difficulty coming to decisions, or finishing projects, or giving an outer appearance that everything is just fine, but on the inside it is a mess, then take a look at this card here and learn its lessons, which is bring in change and understand that you have luck and optimism on your side. Well, the card above it is in the same suit, and it is the Four of Coins. And what's going on here? Let's have a look and see what it has to say to you. Now, in this image here, we see a young man standing guard in front of an adobo village with a coin clutched in his hand and one on top of his staff. Now, in the back, another coin acts as a door to a granary, and the fourth as a door to his dwelling. He is secure and continuously on alert to protect against any who would think to encroach upon his territory. Now, the astrological energy of this card is also that of Capricorn, but this time with the sun in Capricorn. Now, Capricorns are a feet on the ground, eye on the prize sort of people, aren't they? And those with the sun in Capricorn have a realistic, grounded approach to life, really, no matter how difficult the rest of their chart may be. I think that what happens here is that the sun energizes the Capricorn earth, and material benefits and power are the result. Now, the sun, of course, is your planet, and the sun in astrology is a symbol of your dynamism or power, and Capricorn is the application of that power in a useful way. So I see strong foundations, stability, maybe a tight rein on a budget, probably being financially cautious if you can bring yourself to bear to do that. Saving for the future, perhaps. Anyway, certainly like this guy here, protecting yourself. Now, when the four enters, as it has done here, it brings success, stability, and security. Now, a job or a goal has been completed or is just about to be. It presents a stable foundation to start putting new ideas into motion. It also signals a need to reevaluate your present values and goals. Now, you might be holding on to something, such as an idea, a person, a situation, a possession, or a job that is outworn and needs to be let go. Well, the four presents spiritual expansion also by understanding the difference between the inner and outer wealth that you possess. It brings opportunity to maybe take a break, something of a sabbatical, to just let your mind relax and just get back to your real self. Now, you discover your personal power with this four, bringing energy to shift and transform old into new. It invokes the magical interaction of the subconscious and conscious self to explore your dreams and your purpose in life. And this energy brings new insights and inspirations for the future. It empowers your personal strength, bringing physical recovery and healing. Well, shall we have a look at that Five of Blades that's there and see what it has to say to you? We're moving through this quickly, aren't we? That's good for you, because I know you're busy. You're going to be busy at this time of year. Well, this almost looks like a sort of a mask, doesn't it? And it's a mask that brings with it, I think, fighting or some sort of downheartedness here. And why might that be? Because the astrology is Venus ruling the first decan of Aquarius. Well, Venus rules two signs, Taurus and Libra. But I'm getting very much the sense, because of the colours and the imagery of Africa around here, that it's Venus ruling Taurus, which is an earth sign. But here we have Venus coming into an air sign of Aquarius. See, Aquarius is an air sign. It's not a water sign, as most people believe. And Venus and Aquarius are at odds with each other. Venus is a lover and not a fighter, where Aquarius is a rebel ruled by Uranus. And Aquarius is a fighter, usually for causes. So the individualistic, dispassionate nature of Aquarius clashes with Venus, the planet of relationship. So there can be here in your mind a feeling of defeat, It could also be that you feel that you find yourself for a moment in something of a dark place, because when this Five of Blades appears, take a deep breath and prepare yourself. Now this five signals the power struggle between the ego and the heart. Communication with others might be poor, resulting in conflicts. Relationships might hit rocky shores of problems. You may be feeling victimized and helpless, or projecting those feelings onto somebody else. Now this Five of Blades calls for a reconnection to your higher values and morals of soul self, repairing the bridge between the mind and heart, taming the ego. It's time to take the steps to begin shifting and cleansing negative energies, opening yourself to healing by looking deeply at who you really are and who you are not. You are constantly creating and recreating your karma. I mean, has something in your mind bad happened to you? Well, understand this, that sometimes horrible things happen to good people. Life is not fair, and it can be heart-wrenching. And if you're having one of those dark days, it's okay. It's okay to feel that darkness. When challenges come back to back, and it seems like something is after you, something is attacking you, something is attacking your journey, then look for the lesson in it all. You grow through what you've gone through. The question is, are you willing to go through it? Now, when those bad things happen, what are you going to do? Are you going to allow this horrible situation to dictate the way you feel and how you handle it? Are you going to fall over, fall down, fall apart? Or are you going to face this issue with courage and resolution? You know darkness. You've seen it plenty of times before. You're familiar with it. So embrace it. Embrace the darkness. Don't look away from it. Own it. Walk one step after another. Never surrender. Remember that even the most wretched of times, that you must not pause. Remember not to stop. Remember not to hesitate. Take that first step and start walking. Always hold your head high and let your spirit rise. You are a child of the divine. Don't allow yourself a switch-off button. Now, I know that there is always an answer. Hold on to that fundamental quality of faith. Have faith. Know that on the other side of your pain is something good. On the other side of your tears is something good. You know, your tears, they water the gardens of your heart. Now, maybe it's also something to do with forgiveness. Most people, of course, find it very difficult to forgive events, situations, or people. Well, I'm going to tell you a way that you can do it. Because forgiving is giving up the hope that the past could be any different. I know that you may think that forgiveness means accepting what has happened to you. Well, that's not it. What it is accepting that it has happened to you, not accepting that it was okay for it to happen. It is accepting that it has happened. And now, what do I do about it? Forgiving is giving up the hope, not holding on to the hope and wishes that it could have been any other way than it actually was. Giving up the hope that the past could be or is any different. And when you get that, it will take you to the next level of being a more complete person, because you don't hold grudges for anything or any situation. When you let go, the past does not hold you in a prison cell or hold you hostage to life. So let's have a look, after those sobering thoughts, at this energy here, which is that of the Six of Gourds. Now, what we have here is what? Now, on one view, I suppose this image could represent the bringing together of opposing energies. Now, you might think of this polarity in a number of ways. It could be the sexual pleasure derived from many energies coming together. It could be a balance of your intellect with your heart. It could even be a reconnection of two souls from this life or a past life. The ultimate outcome, when awakened, is to bring peace and balance. The six gourds, which are on the ground, will they house your deepest feelings, memories, pain, and joy? And you bring those skeletons out of the closet, dust off those old feelings, and face them for better or for worse. So this union is one which has the opportunity to bring enormous happiness to you. Because your planet comes into the situation again, and it is the Sun in the second decan of Scorpio, which is the 3rd to the 12th of November. Now, this 6, I also have an association with the Sun as well. So you have two suns, double Sun, your ruling planet in Scorpio here. With this number 6, I also have a mystical association with Christ consciousness, with Krishna consciousness, with Vishnu consciousness. So you have the situation where the double sun reveals what Scorpio wants to hide. And what I see here for you is pleasure, indulgence, sexual pleasure, communication with ancestors perhaps, excitement, family support. But the pleasure here is the type of pleasure which is completely harmonized. Now, the zodiacal sign governing the card being Scorpio, well, I think we can probably agree that in Scorpio, pleasure is rooted in its most fertile soil, because this is a preeminently fertile card, and really for me it's one of the best in the pack. Now, there's enjoyment here. Pleasure in sexual relationships. Now, if you're not with someone, that just may be in your fantasy life, and there's no problem with that. But also a rich exchange of sexual and heart energy and emotional renewal. You get past this 5. The fear of disappointment from this 5 has been overcome. Body and soul have been purified and are ready for pleasurable interaction with the beloved. So enjoy now all of that which life gives you. This is the best way to express your gratitude. Look, the emphasis here is really on a relationship, or on the desire to have a relationship that will improve both the individuals, where the whole is greater than the sum of the past. And I think it's also about pleasure here being experienced after what has perhaps been something of a difficult period for you, is it? Ask yourself this: are you holding on to old beliefs which prevent your enjoyment of pleasure? Enjoy your own emotional wealth and share it with someone. And say to yourself, I am now open to a partner with whom I can share the joys of love on all levels. Now that takes us finally, I think, to, is it finally? It is, to this really great energy, and that is that of Mama Gourd here. Gee, I'm getting a lot of Cancer around here in Gemini, so they're going to be important to you. I can see that. Let's have a look here. I think that the element of water here is in its purest form. You know, this person is immensely intuitive, compassionate, and loving. She is also a force to be reckoned with. Those who find themselves in her presence will indeed encounter their true nature, since she is a mirror in which we see even the dirtiest part of ourselves. You're going to be very much at the open to the impact of external events and people at this time, and you will be able to see through them and reflect back to them what you see. Now, she and you will own your own feelings and deep urges, experiencing them openly and fully. Her imagination is expansive, and she uses wisdom to mold the creative force within her into something valuable, and oftentimes something magical. Now, she operates from love and deep conviction. She is driven by her heart and her love for those that she cherishes without bounds. She is the healer, the nurturer, maybe a psychic, the creator. She's also the temptress with an intense sexuality. Her fertility may manifest as nurturing in, let me just pull it out again so you can see what it is. I just lost my train of thought there. Her fertility may come about or show itself as nurturing in the literal sense of motherhood, or in the ability to give birth to new ideas and forms. Now, when this card comes, when this energy appears, and in this position here and below this 5 of blades here, you take time to look into the mirror she has presented. It will reveal the truths, even the painful ones, needed for you to heal and grow. She will also teach you to trust in the guidance and gifts you've been given. Now, there may be a friend you can lean on, or another caring woman to guide you through. If you feel drawn to pull those qualities from within, own your feelings, all of them. Remove the boundaries of your imagination and tap into the visionary that has so many wonderful ideas to birth. Release your fears and allow your empathy and your psychic awareness to open you to prophetic dreams and insights. Choose your relationships wisely at this time, because as your mother always said, at this time it is definitely the case that you are judged by the company that you keep. So choose those people wisely, lest you become codependent. Give without losing yourself. Be mindful of clouded emotions, too much self-sacrifice, and enabling of toxic behaviors, whether yours or in particular at this time somebody else's. Do all things in strength and pure love, but most of all, do things with the wisdom that is bestowed upon you at this time of year. Well, I have got to say that that is one fantastic spread of cards for you. Good job.
Well, if you're like me, I think you will find the imagery on these cards striking and captivating. Now, I know that this is going to be a good month for you, so well done and all the best to you for 2023. Now, remember this until I see you next time, and it is this, that you are a legend, and I look forward to seeing you again next month. And until then, it's bye for now.